And we are live. There we go. Ugh, life. Like a watermelon. Depressing storm dragons. Where'd my chat go? Hey, what's up?
This one's for my family.
Mother, father, come on.
The beard? Oh, it really needs to be shaved. I just haven't got around to it. That hand is absolute trash. I don't want to do that.
Got me feeling hungry.
Call it depression from losing the tournament. Yeah, that'd be about it. Early today, yeah. I'll go back through some of these now. Yeah, I don't like intros. Intros distract from videos. They annoy me. That's why I don't do my own.
Keep relying on you, dragon.
And yeah, I'm a little early because this is going to be a shorter stream. We're only going to go for about an hour. I've got some plans afterwards, so... I thought, why not do it a little bit early? That way I still get it out for you guys. Let's kill that off. Alright, we should be able to fur. Be a win at us. Aw, that's nice. I didn't do too bad. I mean, I went 4-4, so I broke even overall. Even though 2 of those wins were free because the opponents didn't turn up. Hey, what's up? I ended up like, I think 60th something, like somewhere around there. I can't even remember what it was now.
Mr. Dragon.
I'm just happy that I had, you know, a couple of decent wins.
Time to go a little wild.
That's terrible. Where am I gonna go with this? I can go straight into the Sarkle Hill Bahamut. This would suck anyway.
Be gone.
As long as we've got Mr. Dragon.
I want to wipe this board. Needs more Bahamut. Oh yeah. That's what we need. Need all those Bahamuts. 41st, that's not bad. Where am I gonna go with this? I mean, Lily's not bad. It does break me into 10. Had Zeal, I could have went for 13 damage, but I think we're just going to the Sybil and into the Rahab as a wall. I'm just trying to win one game with this so that I can complete a mission, and then I can play Shadow to complete another mission. I was going to do them yesterday, and then after the tournament and stuff, I did a couple videos and didn't bother. Of course. BAKA. At least I have got Lightning Blast and Bahamut, so Should actually be able to just drop Bahamut if I have to. Became 47th. 47, okay. Not as bad as I thought then. I don't know about easy. I mean, this Phantom Howl combo plus the Cerberus damage should be lethal, so I'm pretty screwed.
It's the pits for you!
There's no one else I'd rather lose to.
I'm happy you come 47th. That's not too bad, considering there was over 100 participants. You know, breaking into the top 50 range isn't bad for my first tournament, especially in something that was, you know, partially skill, partially random. I really need to finish this dragon one. Hey, Moonstar's hosting. How good's that? Where is... Except anyone who isn't Shadow. Yeah, that's how I always feel. It's great when you play Shadow, it's not great when you're going up against Shadow.
You must die!
Come on. All I want to hit is my ramp. Do you think there'll be an anime adaptation of this game? Well, technically there kind of is.
Welcome home, sir.
This is good when you play against Shadow. Yeah, there kind of already is an anime adaptation. That would be, is it Rage Bahamut or Rise Bahamut? It's one of the two. I think it's Rage. Yeah, Rage of Bahamut, Genesis, and stuff like that. Which, because most of the stuff from this game is from Rage of Bahamut, the mobile game, which was released earlier. So then, technically, that is an anime adaptation of that game, which has most of these characters, I guess. It would be nice to see just an anime adaptation of Shadowverse. But since they've already got one, I don't reckon they'll do another.
You are done for.
Plus, they've just really started, what, the second season not that long ago. So, it's doing well enough to get a second season.
Ow!
Take the fur for ramp.
You and I, knight. My sword brings hope. It won't be long now. Shining paladins, attack!
And that's where sword completely fucks me over. Okay. I need to buy enough time.
The sky's my destination.
Be gone!
Now, jump into the wind.
Ow!
Yeah.
Alright, that will buy me some time. I'm back from hell. It's just gonna beat the shit out of each other. Oh dear. G-Man, you have to be so lonely. You always want everyone to come live with you.
You'll never
I mean, I can have a complete board clear here. That's gonna be literally about all I can do. Card games have inherent RNG. Yes, it's exactly true. All card games do. It's just a matter of what degree.
I won't lose again.
Sky Knights, prepare for battle. You're a solid fighter.
And I'm dead. Oh, yep, great. I spoke to Cry Games about their fan kit. That was interesting. Which luckily should all fall under fair use when used for YouTube content and thumbnails to a certain degree. Like obviously as long as it's transformative and that sort of thing. They were quite forward with all that. Seven games out of 10. That's what I'm currently going now, I think.
Family.
I've lost nearly every game in the last half an hour.
Ruler of the skies.
Like, yeah, sure, this deck isn't the best, but geez. Only 2 mods, though. Alright. Nice early ramp. Would have been nicer if I could have got Rahab for 4. That way I could go Rahab into Draconic Furfur, but I think we'll just go this way. Frogs can't be mobs, they tend to croak too soon. Oh wow. That is sad. Alright, so we got a solid ramp.
Bluest water.
Oh no, I hate Dragoncraft too. I'm only doing it because I have a mission. Otherwise I probably wouldn't be playing it. I can completely agree with you on that front.
All must come to an end.
I just want to get this bloody mission done. Oh dear. Oh, turn 10 doesn't even matter. Might just play the Rahab. Along with... maybe just this.
You keep relying on me, dragon.
Be gone.
As long as we've got each other.
Screen sharing? Yeah, that would be pretty handy. Discord is great though. Like, that's where I spend most of my time talking to you guys is in Discord because it's just great fun in there. Think about crafts mixing with each other.
I've got to take a break.
This is Dragon Lord Mage being able to summon dragons and frustrate some zombies. I think it's fine at the moment. I can see it getting out of control pretty quickly if they're not careful though. What the fuck do I do about this? I gotta handle the Bahamut without dying.
I can't keep relying on you, dragon.
I am the Mad Cyclone.
I think I just get as much out here as I can.
Destiny calls.
Probably create a wall.
You keep relying on you, dragon.
Why not try Storm Dragon? That's very tempting. I don't have a deck list for it at the moment though.
My Tempest shall judge you.
So pawn is gone though. Only for you guys. If you're part of the mod group, it's kind of still there, I guess.
You're a solid fighter.
It's just only certain people have access. Barrier, I think I asked before, but he said something up weird. Yeah, I played it. I played a good hour and a half of it, and I really didn't enjoy it. I didn't like the what's it called? The movement patterns. I don't like playing games like Tactics. I'm not a big fan of like Fire Emblem style games and things like that. Obviously, I've played occasional ones that aren't too bad, but overall, I don't enjoy them. So I don't like the fact that you have to move your characters across the board like that. Mods only, not safe for work group. Yep.
This one's for my family. I have to act.
Not a fan of Tactics.
Reporting.
I'm just not a fan of those style of games. Like, if I want to play a game like that, I'll play a full-blown RTS like StarCraft, where you manage a whole set of units and move everything like that. I'm not a fan of turn-based tactics games like that, where you have to move a character just to get in range of an attack. And I've played a few of them, and I just don't enjoy them.
I am the mad cyclone.
It's the same reason I don't like MOBAs much. I just don't find them enjoyable. Like, there are a few that I enjoy. Like the DragooseBlaze series or whatever it was. Oh, I mean...
Be gone.
Cowards! Weaklings!
Okay. I wouldn't say it's not about using your brain, it's just finding enjoyment. Games should, for the most part, be enjoyable. And if one kind of person doesn't find a game enjoyable, they just don't, so that tends to be why I don't play them. Not everyone has different tastes after all. Like, I can't stand sport games, like, at all. And I'm not the biggest fan of racing games. I like Burnout style games, but that's about it. And that just comes down to personal preference, doesn't it? Like, you can't do much about that. I missed like 7 packs. Oh, that's not good.
Mr. Dragon!
What do you think of harem anime? I'm quite alright with most of them. I like them to have a half decent plot overall. Most of the time, you know, you're going in for fan service, and that's mostly it.
Fighting is so crude.
Disguise my
And I'm dead.
destination.
Why do they always pull the Zeal combo? Like, I hardly ever pull the Zeal combo, and when I do, I usually have to try and work around the fucking Bahamut
There's no one else
I've
I'd
gotta
rather
take a
lose
break.
to.
plot. Well, there's certain harem animes that do have a nice plot. Like, I'm a big fan of magical sci-fi based ones. So I really enjoy their kind of plot lines. Obviously, there are some that are really over the top, like HXH. That was bloody just pure fan service, like the whole thing. And they never really explained anything about what was actually going on. I really like it. I still haven't watched All Solid. I watched like the first few episodes and didn't get into it, and then never got around to watching it again. I've got a whole list of things that I've never really watched. Nastakoi was pretty good. Yes, it was. It was really good. I enjoyed that anime. I haven't read the manga. My sister has, but I really enjoyed the
I have to act.
animated series. What do you think about sports animes? I don't enjoy them. I don't enjoy nearly anything that relates to sports like that. Like I don't like watching sports. I don't like, you know, playing sport games or things like that. I like playing sport on its own. So like if I'm going to do anything with sport, it would be physically play it. For example, like I used to love playing soccer like all the time. But I hate watching that sort of thing. I'd rather just play it.
Lewis water.
Alright, turn 6. I have no opening to any decent play. I'm trying to think if I've ever watched really any sport anime outside of like just kind of, you know, where they have that one sport episode. I don't think I really have. Like I've checked them out, but I haven't got into them. So fun. I'm sorry, I just want to win this bloody dragon game, and for some reason, every single time I'm getting shit on. Not fun.
Fighting is so cruel.
I am the Father, the God of all. Be gone.
Destroy our foe. Down you go. All must come to an end.
Now let's just get rid of that. Ugh. Like, what's a really good one right now?
These black wings are unbreakable.
Ren Bokun is a really good anime at the moment. RM based. Plotline is interesting. It's more of a comedy, obviously. But it's definitely enjoyable.
Such pain.
And the manga was always great, so why not? Lots of dragons in Master, I guess. Yeah, that tends to be it. And I'm sick of these ones, so let's get rid of that.
A worthy opponent.
It won't be long now.
Alright,
You're a solid
that sucks. Literally, if I could come up against anything that wasn't Shadow or Dragon, I'd probably have a chance. Gonna play some League. Oh, Fire Spartan, you're gonna play that crappy game? Triggy? That's the idea here. Done in 5, so it does pretty well. Yeah, anything like that works pretty well. Keep your mind, people. Why is the meta confusing? It's pretty simple. Shadow and Dragon. They're your priorities. A meta is usually a couple of decks.
This one's for my family.
Mother, father, come on.
Alright. Why can't I just get one win? Can't draw into a decent bloody hand. Well, you're lucky. I have been having no luck getting anything other than Shadow and Dragon today. The other day was interesting because I saw a lot of like Ledger Shadow, which was, you know, that was a surprise and something different at least. Play Arena? Yeah, that's always an option actually. I could do that. But then I still have to pick either Dragon or bloody Shadow, whatever it was, for the quest that I'm trying to do. It's a great game, just has bad players. Yeah. Still up to opinion though. Like everyone's gonna have different views on different things. Alright, let's limit how many of these guys can be summoned here. Play vanilla Dragoncraft? Yeah, that'd be great, you know. Just all vanillas. That's pretty much what this deck is. Get them value our plays.
My boss works us to the bone.
What are you hiding inside?
Broken card in the meta kicking your ass. Yeah, well, that's usually what a meta is in nearly all card games. I haven't came across one card game that doesn't have a broken meta at some point.
I am the mad cyclone. I am the mad cyclone.
Alright, they're probably setting up for Edeka, so we want to try and deal with as much as we can while we can. Okay. That's not a weird thing to do. Alright. At least this game, we're going to try a different deck. We'll try and do this missions in a less effective way, but in a different way. Far out. See, the turn 6 zombies and then turn 7 Edeka is just such a strong play. And since I didn't ramp as hard as I would have liked, made this a lot more difficult.
It's so cruel.
Like, I've pretty much got to clear as much as I can here. Still only clear 2 of these.
Destroy our foes, sacred ones.
Onto you. Can you stop the wind?
Do private match. Count when doing dailies? I don't think so. At all. I'm pretty sure it's only ranked, unranked, and arena for some of them. And certain ones will only do ranked and stuff like that, so. If I could just have been on turn 10, I could have lightning blasted the board and not had to worry about this. Why? Why make something that activates on 7 when Death's Breath activates on 6? God. Ugh. No, can actually survive that, can't I? They do only need 1 damage though, which is extremely likely, so I'm not going to concede straight away, but...
This head can't be taken.
And second Edeka.
You're a solid.
Just so sucky that it gives it to everything, including the stuff that was already on board. So you set up that bloody Death's Breath, and then you set up the Edeka straight after. New Lease becomes super popular. Okay, let's see. The missions I've got, I need to either use, what, Haven and Shadow and Dragon. See, I wanted to do that so that I could have Dragon completed here, and then not have to worry about doing too much with the Haven and just finish a couple with Shadow. But it's been mean, so we're just going to play an arena run. Fuck it. If we get Shadow or Dragon, we'll just play that. Plus Dragon in Take 2 is actually pretty good. And of course, you know, I get none of what I need. We're going to play Haven, screw it.
Closer.
Take them ones, I like those. I know. I know, it's meant to be pronounced Hector, actually, but it's fucking terrible. Wow. So that happens a fair bit, honestly. With all allied followers, yeah, fuck, we're taking that one. Probably gonna need the Beastly Vow. Take those two. I really like the look of the Israfil, honestly. The heal might be just enough to push it past that. Nicola Curtis is actually not too bad. Don't have enough to make Candelabra useful. Only got what, 3 amulets, 4 if you count that. 5 with the first, so yeah, 5 amulets. I don't think Candelabra is going to be enough. I think the healing there is a little bit better. I had the big drops just in case. Don't mind those. I had a Dark Janine. Plus it comes with a Tribunal, which I can never really go wrong with. Oh, man, I'm so sad because it's cool. Entire Saints. That's life, unfortunately, isn't it? Time zones just suck. I hate them.
Is fighting and despair all you know? You must die!
That's not too bad. Alright, I should be able to hopefully play off this, alright. Fanfare game +2/+2 if at least 2 evolved allied followers. Like, see, like, that's crazily crap. Like, at least it's a ward. That's about the only thing it gets, which is half decent. If you're going through hell, keep going. Oh dear, okay, so not really useful, but maybe my only option. That is super annoying though. India turn, subtract 1 from the countdown of all amulets. Fuck it, we'll just play it. And we'll hit him for 0. This thing is basically 1 stat point higher than Bellringer, but worse because you don't really get any effect. It's literally just 1 more. So if we ever see a lot of 2 damage early drops, like get consistently good, that could actually be quite handy. The Evolve isn't even nice. At least this one's Evolvers.
Wisdom is my mother, and let this be a lesson back to the skies.
Ah, I should hit him with the 0. Damn.
Focus on your inferno, Tina. We're done for. If my brother can, I can. Oh.
Alright. I should be able to clear that with the Lion. Good.
The real battle begins.
Gets rid of the frog, which is nice. I needed a good way to get rid of that. And if I save the last evolve for the Ancient Lion or the Israfil, depending on how I want to play this out, shouldn't be too bad at all. Should be able to hopefully use that.
None will dishonor the seas. It won't be long now. These waters belong to us.
Kind of annoying.
At least it was at sea.
Alright. May as well take a chance. Talk about British, you need it. Oh dear. Take that healing, get the draw. Dina is interesting.
My blade, your tomb.
Alrighty. Grab that because I want that early servant play. I can drop that servant along with a sledgehammer maybe, or we just drop the Israfil straight onto the board would be nice.
Sky Knights, prepare for battle.
I think it's just for fun, and because certain effects like clashes would be cool with zeros, I think, personally. Israfil is a heal and a clear with the damage. Or we just drop servant. That. Servant should draw out any extra damage we need. So they're gonna have to probably waste a little something on it, or at least waste part of their turn.
At your service.
That's annoying. At least it does mean they had to spend a bit to get rid of that. This feels 2 damage to everything plus a board. I think we'll go that way.
Is so sorrowful. Let us conclude. I will play. You mustn't.
Okay, not too bad.
You and I, knight. My sword brings hope.
Alright, so they're aiming for that free evolve.
Sorrow is sounding.
What a crazy combo to do that.
Turn the power of hope to light.
Would have been nice if I had played that earlier. Okay. Well, since I'm out on the evolve anyway, does suck, but I mean, come on, what are we gonna do?
Take up my shield. Beautiful, powerful, and cute.
I would have played the mammoth and lion and evolve it and summon this for. That's what I was thinking of doing, but I ended up just going the Israfil play. Which, yeah, definitely wasn't the better play, that's for sure.
Where the wind takes me.
Especially now I gotta try and deal with that frog.
Running away is okay.
To settle down.
The one advantage is it looks like I may be ahead, and if that... wanted that to hit the frog. Luckily the Dark Janine would probably be enough to actually kill that. I just need to make sure I play this in the right ordering.
Unacceptable.
How much does this need? 7. So that isn't going to trigger off that, unfortunately.
Nothing can get me.
I think I'll go that way.
At your service.
Alrighty.
To settle down.
Not too bad. I mean, I can use the Dark Janine combo. Trigger everything off it, which is nice. I might even just play the Frozen Mammoth. Have that out.
Come to save our world.
The journey ends here.
Alright, that ended up working out, fortunately.
I pray that you will be freed from suffering.
Oh dear. That's it. I either have extremely good luck and I win, you know, get good win streaks, or I just completely get squashed and lose all the time. One or the other. I have 2 extremes. I never have a decent middle ground. And that tends to be how I am with most games, you know. I either dominate it or I completely get obliterated.
Is fighting
Sometimes I'll make average, but very rarely.
may eternal peace
Let's
be
see.
yours.
Actually don't mind the Iron Maiden, so we might hold on to that. Let's just see. That could work well if you combo it with the Beast Call. Need to pray to RNGs to cut the low, yeah.
My heart in a verse.
That card's fucking annoying. Alright. I'm thinking Iron Maiden. Because that will kill that 2-drop. The other option is Tribunal. But I want to maybe save that and try and use it on the Holy Wing.
Phew, what a nail biter.
Jeez, that sucks. Event goes live. That'd be interesting. I haven't played Heroes of the Storm since I completed it for the Hearthstone bloody image guy thing. Powered back. That's the last time I played it. That was like a year ago. I didn't think it'd be good, but it's definitely not bad. I mean, Dark Janine works well in Stormhaven in particular. Really nice. Just not broken, so not playable in rank. Yeah, pretty much. There are lots of good cards. There's not a lot of broken cards. Alright, that looks interesting. I really just want to play that. I think I'm just going to hold it. Even like bloody Axe Fighter's a good card, yeah. They all have uses, it's just some cards are better at doing things than other cards. I'm trying to think of a way to defeat this. Probably Ancient Lion trade. We got hams. Alright, what are we going to see happen here? Alright, so the evolve and trade, it would be really nice. Then I can still use Ancient Lion for a board clear. Plus, if I get the hams play here, I get a decent sized board.
You were done for. Just perfect.
Alrighty. I wish I had someone to trigger this. But I don't have anything in my hand that will work.
I will predict your future.
Pain, go away.
Okay.
Lost in wayward ones.
From the white canopy to the soul
Obey
earth.
heaven's word. You lucky-eyed baby.
Not too bad. Got that other card destroys things. Either way, that works out.
It's gone still.
Sweet. Soul Collector, that's what I needed anyway. Summon a death sentence.
But I'm sacred. Give me more souls.
Awesome.
Give me more souls.
Alright, so this is good for me.
Let us conclude.
Allow me to test you. Nice soul.
I mean, I'm going to kill both of those. Get to keep the 6 drop. If I drop Janine, that goes to 8, 10. It'll be 1 damage off lethal. The only problem is they will kill off my board. May just be better to evolve.
The real battle begins.
Try and hold onto the Janine for a turn. That's going to be annoying. Grail is so good for this. Alright, that seems to be okay for me right now.
Unacceptable.
Alright. So the Grail is going to be difficult because it is going to pop. I'm trying to think, the worst case is probably Disdamnation because they will gain 7. Which will be really hard for me to come back from. And they got it. Damn it. Servant, Dis, and Silence. So it's just a matter of what order they go in. They're going to hit face with it? That'd be cool. Damn.
Please settle down.
Unbelievable.
Stop.
Books contain all there is.
Alright. I can counter the Disdamnation with the 5-3 as long as they don't kill that with the Disdamnation, which they did, so that's really annoying.
I'll predict your future.
Let this be a lesson.
Stop blaming.
I'm a little worried about that Servant. Well, I'm probably going to have to hold the Acolyte and deal with this in a different way.
Don't get too close to me.
I have no clue where to go about this. Because I can't board clear. Ah, dear. That's not a bad hit, at least.
False idols can't save our world. No, bad.
Alrighty. Considering it's only the second bloody game.
Give me more souls.
Really? Soul Collector? Alright.
Why, oh Lord?
Go away.
Alright, let's make it difficult then.
Fleeting dreams.
Alright, so I'd really love it to hit either the Kaguya and the 2-2 or the 5-5 and the 2-2. Not bad. So now they need to deal with this. Huge risk, because they have a big hand. Bahamut. Damn it.
Nice soul.
And that's absolutely useless to me. Ah, it's my only hope to survive, though.
How sorrowful.
Will they deck out? You know, actually, that could be possible. They have only got 3 cards left. So if they can't find 2 damage here, then it should be my game.
Sorrow is sounding.
Ah, come on. And that's game. All I wanted was something to get rid of the 13-13, buy me like a couple turns. Ward up maybe, I don't know, something. Okay. That was a pain in the ass game, that one. That was a ward in your hand? Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered. I actually should have realized that. That was actually really dumb. But they play Servant of Darkness. They kill that with Bahamut. I need to manage to kill 2 13-13s in the next, like, 2 turns. I don't think I had much chance overall anyway. But it definitely would have had at least bought me 1 turn.
Is fighting and despair all you know?
This one's for my family.
That's completely fine, man. It really doesn't matter to me. As long as you're not ripping my content directly from my stuff, I really couldn't care. Because it's still, like, you recording your own game is still your own content. That just includes me in it. It'd be nice if I had, like, a credit somewhere, which I'm sure you've probably done anyway, but other than that, I couldn't care. I'm all for fair use. Like, if you wanted to use my works in a transformative way, in, like, a montage or something like that, I'm not too worried.
Sparkly stuff. Gimme.
It'd be nice if I get credited. That's the big thing for me. But other than that, I don't care. I'm just gonna play that.
Acceptable.
It's really no big deal, man. Basically just leave like a link to either my channel in the description or something like that. That's what you call a credit, so that's basically all they are. It's nothing too crazy. Hey, what's up? We're just running through a take 2 at the moment. Once we finish that, we'll probably be done for today. Because I'm not doing a very long one today, but I will be back tomorrow and the day after, and then I won't be back after that. My schedule this week is a little messed up, so
Be gone.
you don't need to edit the video though. You only need to put it in the description. Like, that's not a big deal, man.
Please settle down.
Editing the description isn't very hard.
You're done for.
Every time Dragoose has hit a little girl, made a moan. Poor Vania. Aww. I like Vania. Things lower come up this game? I know, they're looking great.
It won't be long now.
The rate we're going, we should actually easily be able to close this out really quickly. I mean, they're going to have to trade this into probably the 5... Oh no, okay, they're going to go for the 4. Interesting. But trading either Fina or Raging is worth it. Fina actually seems really nice.
Beautiful, powerful, and
Getting that 2-drop goblin plus the draw into the 2 is really good.
I'll blow you away.
I love Vania. Vania is my favorite one. It's the only leader I've bought.
I'm sacred. Ooh, sparkly stuff. Gimme.
You should be able to do it in mobile and stuff. It shouldn't be too hard to get the hang of. You should just nearly be able to go to the video, go edit, and then it'll just literally bring up like a text box where the description and stuff is. Or something like that. But it's fine. It's not a really big deal. I'm not too phased with anything like that, so...
Check.
I got hooked up because the Link monsters are interesting. Yeah, I've been meaning to go back and take a look at Yu-Gi-Oh! The Link monsters do look really interesting. I might actually have a day where we go back and we just go on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro and we work through that stuff. I'm actually really, really keen on trying to do something like that. Alright. Couple left. Vania's Law still only makes her 14 though. Regardless of that.
Is fighting and despair all you know? Mother, father, come on.
Alright. Not too much in this hand, which is great. Hams on 2 would have been really bad. Luxwing's not that bad, I guess. It does deal with the board at least. So that I don't have to worry about anything coming out too much. I bet you this will be a constructed shadow and just be really sad. Oh dear. Well, it's a pity because I'm older than that. It's depressing. Alright. I gotta deal with that. Yeah, we'll just banish it. That works. Got another tribunal to deal with something else, so. Alright, a 4-2 ham. Can't go wrong. Probably drop Soul Collector next turn if they play anything. Win 7 missions. Good luck with that, man. Alright, doesn't really matter then to play that. Might just go with this then. Probably actually should have maybe tried to drop the Frozen Mammoth, and then I can use Soul Collector together. I'm waking up at 3 PM? Oh, that's not bad. Removal on a 3-drop. I don't want to deal with the bloody 1/1s it was going to summon. They always frustrate me. Well, I mean, this will actually set up for next turn pretty well anyway.
We're done for.
I knew Fame will follow.
Jeez. It's actually pretty good because as soon as they end turn, that's gonna die.
Ooh, sparkly stuff.
It can kill people. Oh, I know. Ah, they summon a whole board. Of course, you know. As soon as I use my lion, they summon a whole board of stuff. I had to hit Catacomb. Alright, this is actually not too bad.
It's so sorrowful. The real battle begins.
So anime and I had coffee also.
Song of sorrow. You mustn't.
It does kill the Israfil, which is sad, but it also clears off everything else except for a couple of skeletons. So as long as they don't have Hector, we should be right. I may even drop the Forbidden Ritual. I just haven't decided on that yet.
Welcome to the river Styx.
Great. Ugh, if they go with the Evolve, it'll be a problem. Great. Fuck's sake. Double Catacomb. Like, this couldn't be any more constructed right now. I'm gonna have to drop the Forbidden Ritual. Might even drop the Soul just for board presence. Get rid of that. It will summon a skeleton, which is fine, but if I stay awake after 4 AM, I just fall asleep. I can kind of agree with that. Alright, this should be fine because we are going to get the full banish line, which is nice. That was just extra, just in case. You won? Yay! Thank God for winning. Oh, I know that feeling, man. Takes forever sometimes just to get one.
Come out wherever you are. Please set
That's annoying.
the rage of the dead impels me.
Trying to think of what a good thing would be for me. But I don't think any of these are actually any good. Like, anything I play here is just gonna get shit on anyway. Especially since they have another Evolve left, and I've already used all mine. But I hate going first. In most cases, first gives you a clear disadvantage. Excluding things like Aggro Shadow that have a really solid game no matter what. Obviously certain decks prioritize first, but there's a lot more that have a lot better game going second. I know. I'm probably going to use the concede button in a sec. If I draw really poorly next, I'm going to have to.
I have lost.
The Pepsi product placement. Oh dear. I couldn't care less. I would love to be sponsored by someone one day. One day. I'm very open to sponsorships. Anything that can help me get some money together to improve things and make things better, I'll be very happy with. I always wish I had one more Evo point. Every game. Pepsi on the computer.
Is fighting and despair.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
I guess you're looking for a fight.
Alright, I'm probably gonna actually just play Frog out. Frog. Sledgehammer is not gonna be good. Sledgehammer's much better going second. I think I'll just drop it on 4. Place of the Priest. Which I don't have, depressingly. Otherwise, Lion's going to be better for turn 5 overall. 30k vials, wow. You must nearly have everything by now, surely. God, I need to get every single card in the game so I can actually start working on constant content, but it's just so expensive to try and do.
From the white canopy to the sullied earth.
Alright. We'll have to wrap things up after this game, but been great. Hopefully we can actually pull off a win at the end of this, but not too positive.
The wind's gone still. You were done for.
Design crafted out, yeah, makes sense. I've got a lot of things. I just really want to prioritize getting a lot more legendaries, and because a lot of meme decks require stuff that you don't use often, I would love to get all of those. Daria, I love Daria. Daria was so much fun. I had a great time when I used to play that. Oh dear. Probably should have played the Mosaic first, honestly. Not that it makes a difference to my draw now, but...
Sparkly stuff. Gimme.
Alright, we'll probably remove the 6-1. Using the dance. Keep the Acolyte's Light just in case.
My heart in a verse.
And that's going to be super annoying if I leave that on board.
This ends here.
Because that blocks all effects. Ooh, fair, necromancy. All that stuff. All the fun things it stops, which sucks.
Listen.
There's sort of one Odin this entire season. Is that the one Odin I run? Because that's it. I run like one Odin in my deck. Because it's just not as good as it used to be.
Hearts of fleeting dreams. The real battle begins. I'll not forget.
Alright, let's just play ham. Ah, I need to kill that first, don't I? Then play hams. And we should be able to drop Isilfil next, which will be half decent at least. If I don't die, obviously. Made me successful by that time, and I spent 10% less on Shadowverse. Oh dear.
But I'm sacred.
Alright, so if they do trade,
Just maybe this
we might be right.
It's knowledge I seek.
Now I am screwed. Okay. That is actually not too bad.
Books contain all there is. This too is a dream. No. Our hearts wish you this lonely night.
Alright, so we've got the attack.
Couldn't do it after all.
What do you want to do today, Greya? Anne, calm down already.
Being Cancer. Were they good? Just remember being Cancer. Oh dear.
I envy you.
They were cancerous. They were as cancerous as Shadow and Dragon are now. Between OTK Roach and Daria, they were like easily the top 2 decks for a long time. Until there was the nerf hit, and then it really shifted the meta a little bit. And that really sucked because we lost. Alright. So, we get to redeem really shitty rewards. Let's hope the pack's at least going to be half decent. Actually, we'll buy this one as well, Warrior. Let's buy both. We'll buy this, and then we'll get the other one. More so. I don't know about more so. Alright, A couple of golds, not too bad. Pity I already have 3 of each, but vials of vials. Had that BM of empty hand. Yeah, I liked that though. Now you've got Dragon that will ramp to 10 before you can move and just screw you every turn after. Like once you cleared Daria as a board clear, especially if you were using Haven, you cleared Daria a couple of times and you pretty much fucking won. Like now Dragon, you know, once they ramp to 10, every single card in their deck is good, which is a problem. So at least that way it was a little bit better. They'd had their own different cases for being overpowered. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Sorry it was a little bit short. We will be streaming tomorrow and the day after that. The one after that though, we will not be having a stream due to other appointments and just purely being busy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and I'll catch you guys next time. See yous.